Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zero from TechDragon.info, and what you just saw was a nice little ammo rack there. Ammo racks are always fun. Not when you're on the receiving end though, but when you are on the Okay, Tanker Boy is trying to recruit people. Okay. Yeah, anyways, as I was saying, what was I saying? Well, at the very least, let me start off here saying we have Tanker Boy here in the AMX 1357. There we go. I'm off today. Wow. I guess the lack of coffee is getting to me. I need more coffee. Please insert coffee here. Anywho, and this is a fun little tank. Now, I own both this thing as well as the 1375. And I have to say, this thing is just better than the 1375 in pretty much every single way. It just, oh, our first shot lights him on fire. Puts out the fire, but it's not gonna save him. But look at this, we still have 3 shells. And there we go. Just finished off 2 tanks, and holy crap, there's a Panther pretty much right next to us somewhere. Got a J Panther. Don't have much on him. You gotta be careful with that Panther 88, he's probably going through the river. I'm shocked that he didn't spot us. Oh, there he is. We are so close to him though. He just finished off the ISU, or the SU-122-44. Nah, that's a dodgy shot. I would not take it, especially not with the Panther 88 right next to us. It's at an angle, yeah. Well, trying anyways. And going for a clip reload. Can't quite see him. By the way, I'm using the 9.7 client, and this is a 9.6 replay. Just because my 9.6 client for some reason wasn't loading up at all. So, oh joy, we have a KV4 here as well now. What the hell? Panther 88 and a KV4. KV4 stops here. What the frick is he doing here? We also have a challenger. What the hell is going on? Why is half the enemy team in the freaking middle here? The hell? Now it's very tempting to peek out right now, but we need one more shot into that challenger. 747 is just above what we can do on an average roll per clip, so okay, now we can finish off the challenger if we want to. I mean, we have enough potential in one clip to finish him off. No, he's coming out. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shells, and he's dead. 1, 2 into the Panther 88. Oh crap, 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 crap. KV4 is completely ignoring us. Okay then. He's just not even looking. Not even looking at all. So the thing about this tank is you have a pretty quick reload. On top of having okay penetration, damage is pretty low, but as you can see here, if you just get to shoot at people's asses, I think the KV's AFK. Either went AFK or disconnected. Okay, or just abandoned the game, I'm not sure. Well, and we're almost reloaded. Come on, there we go. Can we finish him off? Yes, we can. Well, that was a little bit of free damage, but yeah, can't complain with that. You need some luck in this game. So we're up 4 kills already, and I don't know, the 1375 just cannot pull these things off at all. I don't know why, it just can't. And he needs a cap for a mission. Can we see it in this client? No. It was later on. You can actually, in replays at the bottom of the screen here, you can see what mission they were on, which is a nice feature. That way you can actually see in replays what they were doing. But it has a mission, I do believe, to cap or something to that extent. So, oh crap, there's a lot more tanks here still. Not the kind of shit you want to see. And 46 takes a shot at us. Oh, did we just take a shot into the tracks? Crap. Oh man. We missed one shot. That could have been fatal for us, missing one. Oh man. Okay, only 7 shells remaining on this on AP ramps, which kinda sucks. That means that's not a full clip. That's something I really wish they would change at all the tanks. If you're loading half a clip, you should also have half the loading time, not full. I mean, if you're putting shells in a clip, putting 4 shells in is obviously gonna be quicker than putting 7 shells in, or 10. So, I don't get why it takes the same amount of time to load 1 shell as it does to do an entire clip. That's something I really wish they would change. And yeah, it would make the game harder because, you know, autoloaders don't have that long reload. Oh, we found him. Gonna outturn him. I think he just fired there. Oh, come on. Yes, we got the kill. Only one remaining is an Indian Panzer on 5 kills. So I think his mission was the cap. Yeah, he's staying in the cap circle. Question is he actually gonna be able to cap? Oh, nope. Let's take a look at the stats. So, before we get on with the stats here, I want to ask you guys a couple of things. If you have any World of Warships replays, awesome games and stuff, premium ships I would love to see, so I can just show it to people what the premium ships are like. I don't have a lot of, well, I have some premium ships actually. I need to do videos on them. I am instigating a ship Sunday, if you haven't heard it already, so every Sunday I'm gonna try to do, if I have the time and chance, and if I have any replays, do a World of Warships video. Small snag with it is that World of Warships, just like World of Tanks, breaks every single time they update to a new major version. All the replays break, so I don't have the previous version, so I lost all the replays I had. So if you do send replays, please put in the version of World of Warships, so I can actually very easily see if I can still play it or not. So that's that. If you have any ammo rack shots, please send them in. I'm thinking about making a highlight video with just ammo rack shots, which would be pretty funny. But I need some more clips for that. So if you have any awesome ammo racks, please send them in. And please, please, please put in the email where you actually ammo racked and time code. Makes it a hell of a lot easier for me to then just have to go through the entire video. Especially if I'm going to make a sort of tribute video to the ammo rack, I'm gonna have to go through a lot of them. So if you have ammo rack shots, please send them in. Would love to make a compilation out of them. And if you have any trick shots, also send them in. I would love to have more trick shots at the beginning of these videos. I just don't get sent trick shots often enough to actually put them in here. I have a couple laying around, but not that much. So if you have them, please do send them in. So, Tanker Boy here in the AMX 1357 GF, which stands for good fight, right? Right? Ace Tanker, we got a spotter, bruiser, top gun. A little bit of a cheeky top gun there because the KV-4 was just AFK. How much spotting damage did we get on him? 160, not that much really, but I've expected more. So, let's take a look here. Team score walked away with 1,663 base experience. Holy flippin' balls. 3.2k damage done and 6 kills. This was pretty much a carry, since we did just as much damage as close to the next 3 persons added together. Well, not quite. Yeah, the next 2 people and a bit. Okay, fine. But still, we did more than heavies and tank destroyers and top tier heavies together. Yeah, that's kind of sad. Enemy team, I feel kind of sorry for the Indian Panzer. He had one hell of a game as well. 4,000 damage done, 5 kills, 1,282 base experience on a loss. So my condolences to him. He did well, but sadly just could not make it into a win. 40 shots fired, 38 hit, 37 penetrated. Very well done. I love this thing. This autoloader on this thing is just amazing, and it's just, I don't know why. I still have not been able to figure out why, but this thing is so incredibly much better than the 1375, even though the gun is technically worse. I think the penetration is a little bit less and the damage per shot is quite a bit less. And I think the engine is slightly better on this thing, and the weight is slightly more, or something to that extent. There's a little bit of a difference. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's just grab the stats. Let's go through here and we'll grab the TechDragon page on it. So we spotted 4, damage 7, destroyed 6, 1,600 spotting damage. Wow. We got a Base defense. Oh no, wait. Base capture points. I was about to say base defense points. It looked like 130. The comma there was very small. Actually, comma slash. Bit of a weird font. So 13 base capture points. Woohoo! And we drove 2 kilometers, made 38k profit. Not too bad for such a low tier tank, really. But then again, we did pretty well. So, and walked away with 1995 experience base. Just the base experience plus the bonus for being in a premium vehicle. So without a premium account and without a double, very well played. So let's actually take a quick look here at the comparison between this thing and the 1375. And here we are. Let's take a quick look here. So it has 10 more armor. The rest of all the armor is the same. Same view range, same signal range. HP is actually 10 less. Chance of fire is on the 1357, 5% more. Top speed is the same, reverse speed is the same. Horsepower per ton ratio is actually worse on this thing, even though it feels faster. But its reverse is 6 degrees better. That might have something to do with it. This thing is quite a bit lower weight though, a ton or so less, but I think it has a less powerful engine as well, and that's why it's the horsepower per ton ratio is less. I think this one has like a 200 horsepower engine less or something to that extent. I don't remember off the top of my head. Gun elevation is much better at 12 degrees, so that is actually an issue on this tank. That 9 degrees is very little, so having 12 degrees is actually already a big help. Of course, the rate of fire is much better. Dispersion is worse. The aim time is worse. The damage per minute is worse. The reload time is, well, close to the same. Not entirely, but close to it. So, damage per shot is quite a bit worse, and the penetration is, only 1 less. So, not much difference there. So, why oh why is this tank just so much better than this tank? I'm not sure. I'm using literally the same crew. It is the exact same crew because I transplanted them from my 1375 to my 1357. It's the same damn tank. French light tank, so premium tank crew, yeah. So I don't get it. Just looking at the stats, this thing is worse in almost every single way. You get your rounds faster. You get your rounds off faster. So I think the oh, that's still a stat I need to add. After this game, I'm gonna add this to my to-do list. I need to add a stat here. What kind of burst damage this thing can do? So what one full clip. So you shoot off, let's say 20 rounds in one clip. Well, let's say 10 because 10 in this thing, right? So you'll shoot 10. That's another thing I need to add, the clip size. I have the stat, I just don't show it here. I need to change this page up, there's a lot of info still missing. So, I need to add some sort of like burst rate. So you have 10 shells, it takes 1 second between the shells. So, the first one doesn't count because it's already loaded, so it takes you 9 seconds in between. Anyways, you'll do X amount of damage per so many seconds to do one clip. So you'll do, let's say, was it 720 damage I think per clip on the 1357. So 720 damage you'll do in 10 seconds. Yeah, that's sort of info I need to put in here as well, especially for auto loaders, because this doesn't tell the entire story. Like if we look at the, oops, sorry, put my microphone there. AMX 1357. Yes. We should see here, rate of fire is 17 rounds a minute. Not just because its clip reload is shorter. Here we go. Shells per clip, 6, and takes 2 seconds in between. So the first shell you'll fire off because, you know, your clip is loaded, so you'll have 5, and then 5 times 2 the reload. So it's 10 seconds, pretty much 10 seconds to empty out your clip. And you'll do, let's see, 6 times 135. I don't have my calculator handy, but, oh wait, I do, hold on. Let's make this into an informative episode here. 6 times, if my calculator actually wants to work, let's try it again. There we go. 6 times 135, I said? Yes, 135. equals 810 damage, and I do believe the 1375 does 720 or so damage. So 810, but that's in 10 plus seconds, right? You have 6 shells, 2 seconds in between. The first one doesn't take any time in between initially to start, so you have 5 shells, and we're not counting how long it takes to fire a shell. There's a little bit of a delay there as well, but let's not count that. So yeah, 5 times 2 is 10 seconds, so pretty much 10 seconds to do your clip. So if we go to the AMX 1357, I still have to fix it, and when there's one search results that you would just instantly go to the tank as well. Again, something I need to fix. So you have 8 shells per clip, but only 1 second in between. So subtract 1 because the first one's already loaded. 7 times 1 second in between is 7 seconds. So the AMX 1375 does in 10 seconds or so 810 damage, so that is 81 damage per second, right? For burst damage is what we're calculating here. Well, this one does 720 damage. Am I saying that correctly? 8 times 90. Yeah, give or take. Yeah. Yeah, 720. In only 7 seconds. So, yes, you do less damage, but you can burst for, I don't know, it's difficult. So 710, no, 720. 720 divided by the 7 seconds, which is 100, yeah, there we go. That's what I was calculating. 102 burst damage per second. So, while the 1375 does more per clip, this thing can do more burst damage, so you can get your damage off faster than the 1375 can. And I think that's the difference. This thing can just go in, and in 7 seconds, that is the same reload as you have on a tier 8 or so medium tank. Like those kind of guns. But you do 720 damage in that 7 seconds. So it's the same reload as one of those guns. So you can pop out against, let's say, a tier 8 medium and do double or sometimes triple the amount of damage he can do within one reload of him. And that's, I guess, where this thing excels. It's just that burst damage that I'm really going to have to add in here. Because that's a nice stat to compare, actually. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. I'll put it on my to-do list. So, hopefully this was informative to you guys. Like I said, the damage per minute doesn't always show the entire picture. And you've seen that here. Like, Tank Boy, if you're watching this video, let me know in the comments down below. Do you have the 1375? And if you do, which of these two tanks do you think is better? And any of you guys, actually. If you have both of those tanks, which one do you prefer, the 1375 or the 1357? And leave out the making more credits part and training your crew. So it's not about it being a premium tank. Just put these two tanks together if you've played them both and let me know which of the two is better. Have you noticed the difference? I'm very curious to see if it's just me that finds the difference between these tanks pretty major, but when you look at the stats, you don't quite see it why. Like, it shouldn't be. If you look at the 1375 here, 57, excuse me, oh, these numbers are so damn confusing. This thing is actually, technically, if you look at it, worse than any other same-tiered tank. Light tank, that is. Like, it's slower than average, its horsepower per ton ratio is worse, its traverse is worse, it's lighter, that's one thing though, but that can be a bad thing with ramming. Its gun elevation is worse, depression is worse, the turret traverse is the same, rate of fire is actually better because of those 8 shells per clip, but the clip reload is worse. It's just worse in pretty much every way, and yet I find this thing very enjoyable to play. So that was a long rant, very long. Hopefully you guys enjoy that kind of rant. If you do enjoy that kind of rant, let me know in the comments down below as well. I try to make these videos informative and just add some sort of extra info to it that, you know, I can just show you a replay and be done, but I like to go into this kind of info and just go on numbers based. Like, why is this thing better? Why can you do certain things with this tank that he cannot do with other tanks, and why is this thing good? I hope you guys enjoy that kind of background information. I certainly do. Okay, whew, that was a lot of ranting. I need coffee. So, send in your guys' trick shots, send in the ammo racks. The description down below has the email address where you need to send it. It's always in there. And send in your World of Warships replays. If you have awesome replays in premium ships or non-premium, it doesn't matter. I do prefer seeing premium because those are a little bit harder to get than a non-premium, but I'm still not very far into World of Warships. My time is very limited, so it's going to take me a while to get anywhere in that game. So please do send in your awesome replays regardless of premium or non-premium. Whew, okay, I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, probably subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.